In my opinion, this is normal. This is a hard foul. She just didn't want her to get a shot up on the fast break, send her to the line. She's just grabbing her, holding her, so a shot won't go up, right? I've seen this plenty of times, right? Sheldon dips her shoulders in, though, right? Dips her shoulders in, boom. At first, it looked like she kind of went down and tucked down her shoulders to truck, but this is okay. This is okay.
But the recent basketball game featured significant on-court tensions that escalated into a notable confrontation between players Sophie Cunningham and JC Sheldon. The incident has generated considerable discussion among fans and analysts regarding player conduct and team dynamics. The altercation began during a fast break situation when Sheldon attempted to advance the ball after securing a steal. Cunningham executed what appeared to be a standard wrap-up foul, a common defensive strategy to prevent easy scoring opportunities by forcing free throws instead of allowing an uncontested shot. This tactical fouling approach is frequently employed in competitive basketball. It said that situation was on the referees because the referees had just done their job earlier in the game. Sophie Cunningham doesn't have to try to take one for the team. Sophie doesn't have to take one for the team. Sophie doesn't have to feel like she needs to get revenge on JC Sheldon. Sophie doesn't have to be an enforcer if the referees just ejected JC Sheldon when they should have ejected her. It is not the standard that was set. And by the way, if the Marina Mabrey was an ejection, that's an ejection. However, the situation intensified when Sheldon lowered her shoulders and drove forward with apparent force, creating additional contact beyond what the defensive foul warranted. While some initial contact was expected, Sheldon's aggressive response to the fouling attempt seemed excessive to many observers. The momentum carried both players to the floor where the confrontation escalated. Following the fall, tensions reached a boiling point as both players engaged in physical contact. Cunningham maintained her position and appeared to control the situation, while Sheldon responded with continued aggression. Additional players became involved, with one teammate attempting to intervene physically by making contact with Cunningham's neck area, resulting in that player's ejection from the game. Went in for the contact, so Sophie was trying to hold on to her. Still had a good grip on her. Pulls her down. But it looked like Sheldon was kind of doing a tad bit too much, man. Doing a tad bit too much. Ends up falling. And now we're going at it. Look at this. Now we're going at it. Sophie was waiting on it. Now I thought the chat was playing when they told me Sophie had a black belt. I'm like, wait a minute. What? The incident revealed Cunningham's defensive capabilities and composure under pressure. Reports suggest she possesses martial arts training, which may have contributed to her ability to maintain control during the altercation. She demonstrated restraint by not escalating to more serious physical confrontation while still asserting her position. Sheldon's behavior throughout the game raised concerns among spectators and commentators. Her aggressive approach extended beyond the single incident, including questionable contact with other players during various plays. This pattern of conduct has led to discussions about unsportsmanlike behavior and the boundaries of competitive intensity. That's an ejection. I actually don't even mind, but the referees can't now say that's an ejection when that is less than the Marina one. Like that is less than the Marina Mabrey. There's less contact there. It's less dangerous. She didn't get blindsided. The referees have set the precedent that is a flagrant one. You can't do anything about that. Let's not forget Caitlin Clark-Claude, and then Marina Mabrey got away with doing this. That was only a single technical foul. That wasn't even a flagrant. The confrontation highlighted team loyalty and protective instincts, particularly regarding star players. Cunningham's actions were viewed by many as defending her teammate from what was perceived as unnecessarily aggressive play. This protective dynamic reflects the intensity of professional basketball rivalries and team chemistry. Both players received ejections for their involvement in the incident. The officiating crew determined that the altercation had crossed acceptable boundaries, resulting in disciplinary action. The ejection served as a reminder of league standards regarding player conduct and physical confrontations. JC Sheldon gets up. Let's look at this other angle, man, because I have it in this one. JC gets up, comes to Sophie. Look at Sophie. She's waiting for it. She's waiting for it, fam. And then I see why Alan got kicked out. Alan went for the throat. Alan went for Sophie's throat. Literally have her hand on her neck right there. Oh my goodness. But she's focused on Sheldon. So she reaches. Fan reactions were mixed, with many supporting Cunningham's defensive stance while criticizing Sheldon's aggressive approach. Social media commentary reflected strong opinions about appropriate competitive behavior and the role of enforcers in professional basketball. The incident occurred during a broader context of competitive tensions between the teams involved. Previous interactions between players had created an atmosphere of heightened rivalry, contributing to the eventual confrontation. These ongoing tensions suggest that future matchups between these teams may require additional attention from officials. Hindsight of Caitlin Clark not even watching, hitting her on the ground. The referee said that is a technical foul. So does Sophie Cunningham. They cannot eject her. And by the way, I think Sophie Cunningham probably deserved to be ejected too. Like Sophie, JC Sheldon, and Marina Mabry should have been ejected. The three of them should have been ejected. The game's outcome favored Cunningham's team, though the on-court drama overshadowed much of the actual basketball performance. The incident became a defining moment that will likely influence future interactions between these players and teams. Analysis of the confrontation reveals different perspectives on competitive boundaries and appropriate responses to physical play. While some view aggressive defense as part of the game's intensity, others argue that certain behaviors cross into unsportsmanlike territory. The incident serves as a case study in professional basketball dynamics, demonstrating how quickly competitive situations can escalate and the importance of maintaining composure under pressure. It also highlights the protective relationships that develop within teams and the lengths players will go to defend their teammates. Michelle then grabs the back of her head. Is Sophie handling both of them? Oh my goodness. It looked like Sophie might have one hand on Alan, the other hand holding on to Sheldon's hair or the back of her head. Oh my goodness. Then Sophie just holding her like, what you going to do? Oh my goodness, fam. The situation was completely justified regarding what happened to JC Sheldon, with the broadcasting team providing accurate commentary throughout the sequence of events. Commentators noted that Sophie represented the only player willing to respond if present during the altercation.